So after Professor Laksono giving us some kind of example at the micro level, what is the need of HRH management in MC's program, then Professor Sanjay elaborate more in terms of leadership, the overall understanding of leadership. And now come to the next and the final presentation. Dr. Afzal, together with Dr. Zakir, will present how to strengthen the policy dialogue among the stakeholders.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to my fellow speakers. They built the case, so I have to carry forward. Our presentation is joint with Pakistan and between Global Health Workforce Alliance. I will present the concept, process, and added value of the country coordination and facilitation approach. And Dr. Zulfikar Khan, who is from WHO Country Office, he will present the CCF process in Pakistan with the new situation of devolution of the Ministry of Health to the premises. So, thanks, Dr. Sanjay. So, he was talking about that the health leadership, HRH leadership is not only the health ministry. It is beyond health ministry, beyond the health sector. And you can see that it is multidimensional. A number of players are engaged in that. And the solution is beyond the health sector. So we have to engage all of the parties together, all of the stakeholders together. Only the health sector cannot do all the things. If the finance ministry is not with us, if the education ministry is not with us, if the private sector is not with us, if the professional associations are not, if the civil society is not interacting. So it is beyond the health sector. So you also know the Kampala Declaration. So in the Kampala Declaration, there were 6 strategies. And you know, for all of the strategies, there is need for coordination of the multi-stakeholders. And still, it is the unfinished agenda. We had the second global forum, and it also endorsed the Kampala Declaration, all the 6 strategies. The outcome statement of the second global forum clearly says that we have to carry forward the work on these strategies. I know there will be, this morning you have heard that there will be third global forum, and I hope that all of these strategies will feed into that, and there will be a lot of information on this, how the countries are moving forward. So with this context that the HRH leadership is beyond the health sector, and we have to engage all of the partners, the Global Health Workforce Alliance conceived the concept of country coordination and facilitation approach, that is called CCF, and it was started in 2009. We made the kind of dialogue and consensus building with the countries, with the partners, and with the regions, and then it was introduced in different countries initially, and later on it was expanded to different countries. So this is the basic concept of that. All of the players, they come together. In the country level, there is a HRH committee as a part of the health committee or health system committee. And this HRH committee or CCF committee, they are different names. We are not concerned with the name. It has it is inclusive. It has all of the major constituencies which are related to the health sector. So they come together, they make the policy dialogue, as Dr. Budi was saying, and they work for the development of the evidence-based, comprehensive and costed HRH plan. They work for the financing of the HRH plan. They work for the implementation of the HRH plan. They also work jointly to monitor the progress and also to give the feedback to the planning process and also to make the evaluation of the achievements. So this approach is saying that all of the stakeholders which are concerned with the HRH, they should come together and they should work together. These are major principles. I mean, I will not go in detail, but it's saying that it is not a new process. It is just strengthening the existing process. If there is already some existing committee, we should strengthen that. We should not build a new thing. All this information is available on our website, and also there is a document available on the counter also. So I will not go in much detail. Just I want to again mention that it is not a new process. Basically, it is embedded in the whole process. It is linked with the HRH committee, health committee, and with the national development process. So in the CCF, we are promoting that we should work for these 6 steps. Step 1 is the establishment of the coordination process or strengthening of the existing coordination process. Second step is to making the situation analysis or profiling of the HRH. And again, here I want to mention that it should not be the situation analysis or profile of the HRH only related with the health ministry, because the HRH is beyond that. So when there will be multi-sectoral HRH committee, there will be inputs from all of the sectors. So it should be holistic, it should be more comprehensive. And based upon the evidence, then there should be a planning process. The plan should be again the comprehensive, having the all of the sectors inputs. And then they should go for the resource mobilization, joint implementation, and joint monitoring and evaluation. This graph is showing the situation by mid of this year. Now we are in 25 countries. At that time, we were almost in 22 countries, but 18 were more functional. So by the end of this year, we will have this update when we will receive the reports from the countries. Again, I want to see, it is another picture. It is trying to say that what is the added value of that. It is more inclusive, there is engagement of all of the stakeholders, and there is a mutual accountability process. That is one of the key things. So these are few examples. I will not go in detail to save the time. You know that last year we had the external evaluation of the Global Health Workforce Alliance by an independent body, that is Oxford OPM, Oxford Policy Management Institute, and they validated that CCF approach is one of the mechanisms, one of the process through which countries can solve the problems, HRH problem. Especially they visited Indonesia. So you might have seen this, some of the comments of the OPM. They are validating that Indonesia has done a lot of things. They have built the leadership, they have mobilized the resources, they have mobilized the national leadership and ownership. So this is kind of the thing. Also in Nepal, Nepal has also done, though this evaluation could not go to Nepal, but they went to Cameroon and to Zambia, and they have similar kind of findings there. So this is another example of how the Indonesia has moved, and this is not built by us, it is built by them. There are 2 more examples I would like to say. Everybody is aware about the Global Code of Practice. Through the CCF process, both countries have moved forward, and they have started the process of the implementation of the Code of Practice. Now I will mention our new strategy, which is for our next phase. Yesterday there was an orientation on that in the site meeting. It is already launched. So it is talking about the 3 objectives. One is the enabling solutions through the policy dialogue and advocacy. Second one is catalyzing actions in the countries through the HRH coordination processes and dialogue among the stakeholders.